Death is the one thing that we can all be certain of. Each day, each hour, each minute, we draw one breath closer to our last. In certain yogic traditions, it's believed that the practice of meditating on death not only helps us to prepare for the inevitable, but it has a more immediate purpose of forcing us to look at our lives and, in so doing, to find meaning in each and every moment. As Sogyal Rinpoche says, death is a mirror in which the entire meaning of life is reflected. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, also known as the Great Book of the Natural Liberation Through Understanding in the Between, was composed by Padma Sambhava in the 8th or 9th century for Indian and Tibetan Buddhists. After he wrote it, however, he hid his text and its contents remained completely unknown for another 5 or 6 centuries when it was then discovered by Karma Lingpa in the 14th century. The teachings found in the book have since been used by practitioners to learn, contemplate, and meditate on the mysteries of death. The following meditation was inspired by Robert Thurman's brilliant translation of this book, as well as my own experience of contemplating and meditating on death within the view of non-dual Shaiva Tantra. We'll begin with a contemplation in seated position and then move into a meditation in lying position. Begin by getting settled in a seated position, closing your eyes, and taking a few long, slow, deep breaths. Becoming aware of all the different places where the surface underneath you perhaps even feeling a sense of support from the surface underneath you and noticing all the ways in which you are supported right now in this spiritual journey. Now bringing your awareness to your breath. Notice where your breath goes as you breathe in and where it goes as you breathe out. Becoming aware of all the ways in which your breath is like a bridge between your outer world and your inner world. And with each breath, drawing a little more closely into your inner world and into that place where everything that you've ever known or sensed or felt or imagined or dreamed or experienced is recorded. And as you come into this place, allow all of your inner senses to begin to open. Your inner sense of seeing and hearing, touching and smelling, but especially allowing your sixth sense, your intuitive sense of just knowing, to begin to open quite widely now. And just knowing that you're here now to contemplate death and what that means for you as someone on the spiritual path who seeks liberation and awakening. Now consider the inevitable fact that at some point you will die, and that when you do, everything that you've ever known or loved or accumulated will all be left behind. Take note of everything that will be left behind when you die. Begin with all those things that you've earned or accumulated. Your money, your house and car, all of the stuff you own, your clothes, and all of your most prized possessions. All of it will be left behind when you die. None of it will go with you. Notice any feelings of attachment that arise when you contemplate leaving behind everything that you've ever earned or accumulated. Now, take note of everything that you know, your education, whatever specialty knowledge that you have, but also everything that you know about where you live, where you've traveled, everything that you know about yourself and other people. Everything that you know about planet Earth and all of the beings that she supports. Everything that you know will be left behind when you die. Notice any feelings of attachment that arise when you contemplate leaving behind everything that you know. Now, take note of everyone that you love. Your children, your spouse or partner, grandchildren, all of your family members, your best friends, all of the people in your social circle and community. Everyone that you love will be left behind when you die. and any unfinished conversations will be left unfinished. Any unwon arguments will be left unwon, because you will never speak to them again. You will never have contact with them again. Notice any feelings of attachment that arise when you contemplate leaving behind everyone that you love, including any animals or pets that you consider family as well. All of this will be stripped away at the moment of your death. In the words of Rabindranath Tagore, on the day when death will knock at thy door, what will thou offer to him? Oh, I will set before my guest the full vessel of my life. I will never let him go with empty hands. I know that the day will come when my sight of this earth shall be lost, and life will take its leave in silence, drawing the last curtain over my eyes. Yet stars will watch at night, and morning rise as before, and hours heave like sea waves, casting up pleasures and pains. Nothing will be left for me, nothing whatsoever, and utter death shall I receive at thy feet. Now, having contemplated death, it's time to experience your physical death. So, slowly, without disrupting your contemplative state, move from your seated position into corpse pose, Shavasana, lying on your back with legs and arms extended. And in taking this posture of corpse pose, you are acknowledging and honoring that the death of this body, this physical existence, is inevitable. So, feeling the weight of your entire body supported by the ground beneath you, imagine that you've just died, and gone is everything that you've ever accumulated, that that you've ever known or that you've ever loved. Everything has been stripped away, and your outer breath has stopped. And everything that you knew as a body and a physical existence is being stripped away element by element. Earth into water, water into fire, fire into wind, wind into space, and space into transparent, luminous awareness, pure consciousness. Sense, feel, or imagine that the body grows sinkingly weak as its internal element of earth begins to dissolve into water. The body loses form, skin, sagging, bones dissolving. All form becoming indistinct as all bodily strength slips away. You're unable to support yourself as earth element melts into water. And everything seems like a mirage of water in a vast desert, as the internal elements of water, all the bodily fluids, blood, saliva, mucus, urine, all dry out. And soon water dissolves into fire, and as it does, you begin to feel warm. All sensations cease, unable to see or hear, feeling yourself surrounded by smoke. This smoke is a sign of water dissolving into fire. And even as you feel hot and burning, and all physicality falling apart as it burns, this fire turns into a burst of sparks, flickering about, filling the space like a swarm of fireflies. And now this fire cools off as it dissolves into wind, and you feel cold, no longer able to smell anything as wind dissolves into space. All breathing ceases to exist. All energy circulation withdraws into the central nervous system as you lose all volitional functioning. Taste is forgotten. All of the senses of the body fade. Textures are all but lost as you feel yourself enveloped now in a still candle flame. It's emitting a gentle light. It's not bright, it's not hot, and it does not flicker. It's completely still. And your entire awareness is this candle flame. And this is a sign of wind dissolving into pure consciousness. As this flame now begins to expand, and as it expands, it becomes the color of moonlight, becoming the entire vast space. This moonlight fills the entire space. Recognize this as the state of luminance, and rest here for a moment in this luminance without grasping or resisting, letting your consciousness be the pure moonlit white space. And as you rest in this moonlit white space, sense, feel, or imagine a coolness, and now you begin to notice in your awareness that the space begins to fill with warmth. The white moonlit space begins to shift towards a reddish orange tint. As you move from luminance and into radiance, this radiance is like a brightly sunlit space. It's pure sunlight, sunbeams everywhere. Your awareness is the brilliance of a million suns filling this space. And now you begin to feel a soothing darkness arising, a seemingly vast space filled with darkness. It's brilliantly black, ink black, as you move from radiance into immanence. It is the pregnant darkness of immanence, which is the threshold of transparent consciousness. And what you're experiencing right now is darkness as if it were light. And what seems to you as if it were nothingness is actually something. Your awareness of this protects you from becoming completely unconscious. You are here able to remain conscious of being unconscious, balancing your consciousness with unconsciousness, simultaneously aware of both. This is the state of immanence. And this experiential knowledge conquers all fear of nothingness. As you realize that there is no nothingness that can destroy you or somehow swallow you up. You're able to see the brilliance of darkness, and you're able to embrace this immanence. And now you find yourself merging into pure transparent consciousness, enjoying the bliss of dissolution into transparent consciousness, of melting into infinity. You find yourself embracing the non-dichotomy of the infinite and the finite. Embracing the non-dichotomy of time and eternity, of subject and object, self and other. You are here now beyond moonlit or sunlit or dark lit space. You are in a vast realm where infinity seems to be empty of all content except for its inherent luminosity. And this transparent, luminous awareness reflects all differentiated things, including your point of view of being aware of infinite oneness, but also all the points of view of all beings, enlightened and unenlightened. You are aware of their simultaneous oneness with yourself and infinity, just as much as you are aware of their sense that they are separate from that infinity. This transparent, luminous awareness of yours gives you the joy and the confidence that all beings are unfolding in the same way that you are, and that they are doing so in their own timing, with their own understanding. And now you can re-envision all of your past as nothing but a play of consciousness, of bliss, and all of the past of all beings as nothing but a play of consciousness, of bliss. And this compassionate understanding of yours will undo all sufferings, past, present, and future of all living beings. Rest here for just a moment in this transparent, luminous awareness. Now, From above, nectarian white light begins to flow down into this pure, transparent awareness as it constitutes a light body. This is the light body of the divine. And this light body forms from the crown downward, manifesting as a pure, luminous, white light body. Feel this luminous white light now flowing down, manifesting the hair, the head, the eyes and nose, the ears and mouth, the tongue and the teeth, as you now have the entire head made of luminous white light, feeling this white light continuing to constitute this light body, this divine light body, the throat and neck, the shoulders, arms and hands, sensing and feeling this light body of the divine. As this white light continues to flow down, constituting the heart, the breasts, the central channel and the prana, the belly, the buttocks and sex organs, the genitals. Feel the white light constituting the light body of the divine as it flows downward, constituting the thighs and the knees, the lower legs and the feet, so that now the entire body is made of luminous white light of the divine. Your body is radiant, luminous, and powerful. And now your divine light body reconstitutes into physical form as you feel your physical body now a perfect manifestation of the divine body of light. Sense, feel, imagine that this physical body of yours is literally a direct expression and manifestation of the divine light body. And slowly, without opening your eyes yet, bring your hands in front of your eyes. Slowly now, opening your eyes just halfway, maintaining a soft gaze as you look upon your hands and your arms as the manifestation of the divine body of light. And slowly now run your hands along your face and head and hair, your shoulders and arms, your belly and legs, your entire body, with the conviction that this is the divine body of light made flesh, perfectly imperfect. And this body will one day die, but its body of light is unborn and undying.